Hey there guys, it's me Levi from Masculine Intuition Readings, and today I'm going to be doing a deck review for the TRANSIRE Tarot by synevyr. And let me tell you guys something, y'all are sleeping on this deck creating company. I have one other deck by them, it's called the Pink Pain Tarot, and if you're looking for independently produced decks that are quirky, dark, dirty, and weird, which is what I'm all about, you should check out this company on Instagram. synevyr. It has kind of a weird spelling, so I'll put that right here down below. So let's get into the deck. This is the TRANSIRE Tarot. All of their decks come in these tuck boxes. Now this one is actually pretty nice. It's kind of matte, and there's kind of a sheen, a silver sheen to the printing. And the TRANSIRE Tarot is very much about being in some sort of a dream-like state, closing your eyes, seeing faces in places that you'd normally not see them. It comes in this gorgeous matte tuck box. I don't like tuck boxes per se, but this one is really, it has that luxe feel to it, and I love it. So in the box, you'll find the deck, a gorgeous little booklet with divinatory instructions. synevyr really wants to be edgy with their divinatory instructions, so sometimes they'll make up their own meaning and be like, ooh, we made our own whole new system. And I'm like, no, it's still tarot, so don't mess with that. I haven't really read this yet, to be honest. I'm gonna get into it, but for the Pink Pain, I was kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna ignore this booklet. But they really upped their game, because this booklet is also very nice, matte finish, almost has that rubbery finish, and also that same really nice like silver metallic printing going on. So I love that. It is a great quality book. Comes with a title card and sort of a card that lists all their decks and also a lot of their upcoming decks. And you can list off which ones you've got. They have a great selection out right now, so check those out. And of course, there's the deck. Look at this deck. This is gorgeous. The metallic edging is insane. I love it. I've never seen like matte silver metallic edging on a deck before. I love it. The backs also have this metallic sheen. I love these card backs. This is a very abstract deck. Now, I'm not gonna do a full flip through right now. I'll show you a short flip through later. A time-lapse flip through, I like those because they're quick and you can kind of get a sense of what the deck is like. But I really like these minimalist cards. And this is not everybody's jam, but I love it. I mean, look at that. I love the font, I love the design choices the creator made. It's gorgeous, it's very pippish. I love that. This is the Page of Wands, look at that, gorgeous with the moth. This has all kinds of imagery in here that I really resonate with. And I got this in summer, but I feel like this would make for a great Samhain deck, basically. There's one card in here that's my favorite. Let me look it up real quick. Okay, I actually found quite a few favorites. I love this Eight of Pentacles with the horns right here, or the antlers, I should say. I really love that. I love the Strength card. I love the Four of Wands. You know, I'm a sucker for antlers. I'm very like earthy like that. I'm a typical Taurus, so anything with horns or antlers in it, and you basically got me. I'm very easy to please. This Devil card is gorgeous. The Pope or the Hierophant, love it. This is my absolute favorite in the whole deck, the Death card. I feel like this deck is a deck that you would probably see in a you would see this deck used in a James Wan horror flick like Insidious or The Conjuring. If there would be a tarot reading in that movie, in those kinds of movies, you would definitely see this deck. It's very much a Halloween-y, horror-esque kind of deck, and I love it. Dark Synevyr is a great company. The reason why they are not on everyone's radar is because they're not the most communicative always. For example, if you go on their Etsy right now and you order this, the Etsy listing will say that this is a 320 milligram linen cardstock, but it's not. It actually got upgraded to a quite thicker cardstock. I think this approaches the 400 milligram. The deck is quite thick. And it's kind of, this is really, really matte. It does have a finish, so I am pretty sure that it is protected, but it does have, it is very matte, so it feels kind of cardboardy. I love really matte stuff, and it has a finish that is really difficult to describe, but I love it. It's very, very nice. I feel like the illustrations are printed in this kind of like metallic silver as well. The backs are, and that's where the only problem that I have with this deck comes in. When these cards were packaged, and I don't know if I can find an example that will show up on camera, but there is sometimes a little bit of residue here. You can see it a little bit right here and right here. I'm pretty sure that that will fade off in time. But the card stock is really thick. The edge job that they did was great. It's really, really pretty. The tuck box is really good quality wise. I love it. It is really hard to get everything inside that cardboard box though, so I don't know how I'm gonna store this beauty yet. Let me give you guys a tip on how to get decks like this for really cheap. If you follow Dark Synevyr on their Instagram page, you will find that they very often will publicize a couple of pictures of a couple of cards from new and upcoming decks. And if you go to their Etsy, you can pre-order them. Sometimes you'll have to wait for over 6 months to a year till you get it. For example, I pre-ordered this one back in February. I paid like about $20 for this, shipping included, all the way from the Ukraine. During the time this went live on Kickstarter, some things changed. So the cardstock changed from linen to this. The backs changed, and I'm glad because I love these backs way more than I did the old backs. Some of the illustrations changed, so you don't always know what you're going to get. And for some people that are very control freaky, like I can be sometimes, that can be a little bit shit. But you also know that you are always going to get a great, nice little surprise in the mailbox when the time gets there that the deck is printed. If you want great and cheap indie decks with lots of production value and a really freaky, weird, artistic point of view, check out their Etsy page and see if there's something there that you like, where you're like, I might want to pre-order this. They always list when the deck is going to be printed, and so far I haven't had any problems with them, and they're very responsive on Instagram. So for example, this had been printed and I hadn't gotten my tracking number yet through Etsy, so I messaged them on Insta and they were like, oh, but we already shipped it, here's your tracking number. And it arrived right on time. Never had any problems with this company. I will show you a quick flip through, but before I do, I'm also going to show you some of their upcoming projects on Etsy that you can already pre-order. So there's only a couple of images on there yet of the deck, but I already have my eye out for some. So I'm gonna show you those right now, and then after there's going to be a quick time-lapse flip through. And then that has been this video for today. Thank you very much for watching. I love it when you guys watch my videos. I love it when you comment. Let me know down below which Dark Synevyr decks you have or which decks you might be interested in. And I'll see you guys soon. Love you and goodbye.